Hey guys, on today's video, I'm showing you guys how I was able to transform my very sad, very gloomy wall in my living room that used to look like this into this. I could not be more excited about how it all turned out, but here's what's gonna make it even better than it already is. I was able to do this whole office makeover on a very small budget. If you guys are interested in learning tips, motivation, inspiration on how to transform a room in your house, you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Welcome back, you guys. Like I said, my name is Brittany and this is Pennies into Pearls. On this channel, I talk all about finance, food, and fun, different ways to help you live your dream life on less. So if you're brand new here and you haven't done it yet, you might want to think about clicking that subscribe button down below. Okay, let's talk about this makeover. There's just a couple really simple things that you could do to any room in your house, but today I'm specifically talking about the office. Our house is super teeny tiny. Much as I would love to have one, I just don't have a whole room that I'm able to dedicate to an office. So I reevaluated the space in our home, moved a couple things around, claimed this wall over here as my new office. First thing that's gonna make the biggest impression is being able to paint. Here's the snag. We're still renting, so I'm not able to make big, beautiful, like painted statement walls, though I know there are some hacks on how to do temporary things, but that just wasn't in the cards this time. But I had this big giant bookcase over here and this really fun desk over here. I knew that I could paint those. I used my brand new Wagner spray gun. If you guys have been following along on Instagram, which you totally should be because you get all the behind the scenes tips. If you guys want more details on the specific paint sprayer that I used for these two projects, check out the blog post that goes all along with this makeover. I have a link for you guys down in the description box below. One of the biggest hacks to doing any room makeover has to do with DIY. It's gonna take you a little bit more time, but you are gonna be able to DIY a project in most cases, and if you do it the right way, a lot cheaper than what it's gonna cost for you to go buy the same thing in a store. So I had the bookcase, I had the table, I got the bookshelf on Craigslist for $20, the desk on Craigslist for like $20 or $40, gave them a little bit of paint and brought them inside. So those were the two biggest projects that went into this office makeover. All it cost me was a can of paint. All right, I'm gonna grab you guys and take you on a little tour around my office space. Kind of give you guys a breakdown on things that I purchased and things that I DIY'd. As always, keep in mind that you have to weigh your time versus cost. You might be able to DIY something to help you save the money, but you need to take into consideration how long is that project gonna take you. Is it gonna take 3 days of your time to get that one project done? If you're willing to save up the money to beef up your budget a little bit more, then maybe that's what you should go with. But if you have a lot of fun doing projects like these, then maybe it's worth your time to you to actually put in the work and do the project yourself. One of my favorite things when it came to the painting part of this bookcase was how all of the wood detail really popped once I started scuffing up the corners. One of my frugal hacks for this bookcase is we had, if you remember back to our before picture, we had this bookshelf like filled with books. So we thinned them out, and then instead of going out to the store and buying all books in the same color or painting the books or whatever you would think, just flipped them around. Makes it a little bit less convenient when it comes time to finding the books, but it really helps with the cohesive look of the bookshelf. Next thing I did is I just went into my closet and found things that I just had in my closet laying around. This bowl was from ceramics in high school. I got these cute little like wood, maybe styrofoam, I'm not really sure. I found those balls at Ross and they were $3 for the bag of 6. I got this blue wire basket from the dollar spot at Target for $3. This picture frame we already had hanging around the house, and then I just got this print off of Etsy for $3, and it's kind of just taking the place until the other temple print I got comes in the mail. This I had hanging around, but I actually only paid 50 cents for it at a swap meet like a year ago or so. More things I just had hanging around. Recently found this picture frame at Marshall's. I think it was $9. Then let's talk about some DIYs. hubby and I built these. I think the wood total for each crate was around $10 or $12. You can find them cheaper at stores that are pre-made for maybe $10, but they're not the right sizes. I needed some custom sized boxes. I wanted them to go almost all the way to the top. That way I could hide things that I'm not able to store in my desk since there's not much storage over there, like my camera equipment, lighting equipment. I can hide a lot of stuff in these. I found this cute little candle canister at Ross for $10. And then this sign up here is another DIY that you might have seen on my Instagram account. The backing to it was scrap wood from a DIY project I'll show you guys in just a second. Pretty much just paid $2 for the wood for the frame, and then the paint was left over and the backing was left over for that. Then moving over to the desk area, first thing that you see when you walk into the room, oh, aren't these so pretty, you guys? I'm gonna have a tutorial for you guys. Oh, I'm gonna have a tutorial actually for these coming out soon, the crates coming out soon, makeover for a file cabinet coming out soon, and then also more detailed tutorials on refinishing a desk, finishing a bookcase. So I've got a lot coming for you guys. But anyways, to make all 3 of these frames, each frame cost, or each framed art total cost around $7. So $21 for these huge framed arts. So the pictures are just black and white prints, engineer prints from Staples, and then the framing, we DIY'd those as well and just paid, so the biggest cost was the cost for the wood. But $7 each picture, and they're huge. They're 22 inches by 37 inches. Now, a couple things that I did do some splurging on. I was able to use money from my business budget. Otherwise, if it was our home budget, I probably would have either saved more money or found more ways to DIY or spent more time sifting through online classifieds. I did buy this lamp from Target.com, this little gold file from Target in store, but I know you can get them online. This over on the desk file from Target. This lamp is from Target. I got that on clearance. Did you guys see my Instagram story on how this was normally around $40 for this lamp, and I got it on clearance for $10? Huge, huge, huge find. I was so excited about it. Then I was super duper excited about this chair. I've been sitting in just like this ugly folded metal chair for the longest time. This is so comfy. This was definitely a splurge on my part, but again, I used my business budget to pay for it. Otherwise, I would have had to wait a little bit longer to save up or really put a lot of time and patience into searching the classifieds. But I got this from Target.com as well. I'll link all of the items I bought in the description below. This was a wood box frame maybe that I got at Michael's using a coupon, so it was about $1.50, and I just used some paint that I already had at home. Already had these fake flowers in that jar. Already had this and just spray painted it white, filled it with some pink pens and pencils. So there you guys have it. I hope that you guys are feeling inspired. You got some good ideas for transforming a room in your house. I would love to see different ideas that you guys have, hear about all the projects that you might have been working with, maybe some projects that you felt inspired or motivated to get started in your own house. Leave those all down in the comments below. And of course, if you have any questions, leave those down there as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!